This film is adapted from the classic novel Laughing in the Wind, or The Smiling Proud Wanderer by Jin Yong or Louis Cha. It tells the journey of Ling Huchong, a swordsman from the Huashan Sect who finds himself caught in a major conflict in the martial arts world.
有说，和魔教妖人结为知己，是与武林正派为敌，交出苦。
The story begins with a struggle within the Sun Moon sect, led by Ren Wosing, a ruthless leader who even kills his own followers. A mysterious challenger, Dongfang Bubai, appears, claiming to be the invincible Eastern swordsman. Using his unique needle and thread skills, Dongfang Bubai defeats Ren Wosing, imprisons him, and then takes over leadership of the sect. In the Huashan Sect, Ling Huchong was a relaxed young warrior who loved to drink. While he was drinking, an old man suddenly appeared, claiming to be his uncle teacher, Feng Qingyang. Linghu immediately paid him respect. The two, despite being from different generations, immediately became close friends. However, not long after, Feng Qingyang sensed the presence of someone outside. Sure enough, he saw two girls, Ren Yingyang, Ren Woxing's daughter, and Blue Phoenix, Lan Fenghuang, being attacked and beaten by a group from another sect led by Zuo Lengchan of the Huashan Sect. Ling Huchong, upon learning that the two girls were his musical friends, despite their different sects, immediately came to his aid.
终于找到你了。
你上山。
保你，我们走过。
Zuo Lengchan was furious and forbade Ling Huchong from helping the two girls from the demonic sect. However, Ling Huchong remained adamant and ordered the two girls to leave. Zuo Lengchan, enraged by Ling Huchong's actions, finally paralyzed him with a technique called frozen breath. Zuo Lengchan had long been searching for faults in the Huashan sect, and this time he had a golden opportunity to punish Ling Huchong for colluding with the demonic sect. A brief commotion ensued between those for and against Ling Huchong. Yue Ling San, the daughter of the Huashan Sect leader, blocked a Songshan Sect disciple who was about to punish Ling Huchong. Upon entering the hall, Ling San was shocked to see that Ling Huchong was about to be punished by the alliance of the five great sects, including the Huashan Sect. Ling Huchong was tried before the Five Mountains Sword Sect Alliance and forced to confess, but he refused. Ling Huchong explained that he befriended Ren Yingying, who was considered a member of the demonic sect, because they shared a taste in music. Ling Huchong's refusal enraged all the sect leaders. They considered Ling Huchong a stubborn young warrior who disrespected the decisions of his elders. Facing pressure from the five great sects, and to avoid further chaos, Ling Huchong ultimately made a shocking decision. He chose to resign from the Huashan Sect. Yue Lingshan, Yue Bukun's daughter and Ling Huchong's junior apprentice sister, along with other Huashan disciples, tried to defend Ling Huchong. They blocked the Huashan Sect disciples who were about to punish him. However, their efforts were futile before the might of the 5 great sects. As the situation grew increasingly tense, a sudden strong wind filled the hall. The swords pointed at Ling Huchong trembled violently and nearly slipped from their wielders. Then, Feng Qingyang, the legendary master of the Huashan Sect, who had been absent for a long time, appeared. His presence silenced everyone. The 5 sect masters immediately saluted and bowed to him. With a firm but authoritative voice, Feng Qingyang harshly rebuked the 5 sect masters and urged Yu Buchun to be wise in his decision. He reminded him that Ling Huchong was only helping a friend in danger, an act that should be commended, not punished. But despite Feng Qingyang's defense, Ling Huchong stood by his decision. He destroyed his martial arts and chose to leave the Huashan Sect to avoid further conflict. Yu Buchun, unwilling to lose a talented disciple like Ling Huchong, but forced to do so by pressure from the 5 sects, finally officially expelled Ling Huchong from the school. Zuo Lengchan, still dissatisfied, offered to forcibly expel Ling Huchong. Everyone knew his true intention was to kill Ling Huchong outside the sect headquarters. Feng Qingyang, who had been observing from the beginning, immediately acted to save Ling Huchong from Zuo Lengchan's malicious intent. Even more shockingly, Feng Qingyang then transferred his own inner energy into Ling Huchong, double the amount of inner energy Ling Huchong had previously destroyed. In an instant, Ling Huchong not only regained his strength, but became even stronger than before. Power equivalent to 20 years of training flowed through his body. Feng Qingyang also officially appointed Ling Huchong as his sole disciple, a tremendous honor. No one dared to challenge Feng Qingyang's decision. Afterward, Feng Qingyang and Ling Huchong hurriedly left the scene, leaving the 5 sect masters stunned and helpless. In the Sun Moon sect, Dongfang Bubai was being served by his servants. He then met his master, a master with a tall crest. During their conversation, the secret behind Dongfang Bubai's power was revealed. The master desired to master the 9-stage sunflower manual. To achieve perfection, he even willingly castrated himself, but his efforts failed. He was unable to reach the highest stage. The master had 12 disciples. 11 of them were men who also followed in their master's footsteps by castrating themselves, hoping to master the art. However, they all failed, only reaching levels 4 to 6. Finally, the master realized a crucial secret. The sunflower manual requires pure yin energy. Only women can master it to the highest level. The master's 12th disciple was a woman, Dongfang Bubai, and she was the only one to successfully master the art to the 9th stage. Thanks to his complete mastery of the sunflower manual, Dongfang Bubai became the strongest warrior in the East, known as the Invincible East. The master then instructed Dongfang Bubai to rule the entire Jianghu region and become the supreme leader of the martial world. Ling Huchong, now Feng Qiang's disciple, lives on a remote mountain peak. He is rigorously trained by his master to attain the highest level of supernatural powers. Now Ling Huchong has mastered the divine sword technique. While they are eating, Qingyang suddenly spots an unprecedented poisonous insect. It turns out that Ren Ying spread this insect to alert Ling Huchong to her presence. They meet. Ren Ying asks Ling Huchong for help in rescuing her father from Dongfang Bubai's captivity. It turns out that Ren Wuxia is not dead. He has been chained and sealed throughout his body to prevent him from resisting. Ling Huchong refuses, not wanting to get involved in the affairs of the martial world. However, Phoenix informs him that the 5 great sects are in the hands of the Invisible East, and even the Huashan Sect master has been detained. Ling Huchong is shocked and confused. Suddenly, the master appears. He allows Ling Huchong to descend the mountain, and even Feng Qingyang gives him a legendary sword to assist in this mission. On the way, they encountered Yue Lingsan and members of the Huashan Sect who were fighting against members of the Sun Moon Sect. Ling Huchong ordered Yue Lingsan and the others to leave immediately, while he would engage the enemy.
Huashan派Ling Huchong，好小师妹，这个拿破刀的怪替你们打发了。
今日想教主简功，
那要看你。
别来无！
一块儿解决了。
The 3 heretical warriors were defeated and even seriously injured. However, they suddenly revived, fully recovered, all their wounds instantly healed. It turned out they possessed the power of soul restoring, granted by the Invincible East. They again attacked Ling Huchong. Feeling unable to match Ling Huchong's power, they decided to flee. However, Ling Huchong refused to let them escape. He pursued them until they reached a cliff. There, Ling Huchong saw a girl and immediately protected her from an attack, causing them to fall from a waterfall. After surviving, the two quickly became friends. Ling Huchong named her Xiao, because she claimed to have no name.
一壶酒，
没骗你，
我帮你想一个，这水里有这么……
离你一直都没有离开过。彩虹有彩虹的好，
这是以后有机会。
Meanwhile, Ling Huchong continued searching for Ren Yingying. On the way, he was attacked by a warrior who turned out to be Yue Buquan, his former teacher. He easily defeated Yue Buquan. When night fell and Yue Buquan regained consciousness, he explained that he had been poisoned by the Invincible East. The poison had disturbed his mind and caused him to attack anyone he encountered. Yue Buquan was shocked to discover that Ling Huchong's supernatural powers had now far surpassed his own. Yue Buquan also informed him that his daughter, Yue Lingshan, and other Huashan disciples had been captured and held at Dark Forest Cliff. Upon hearing this, Ling Huchong decided to help rescue them. Yue Buquan and Ling Huchong then climbed the cliff to the Sun-Moon Sect headquarters. Midway through the perilous climb, Yue Buquan suddenly drew his dagger and treacherously attempted to stab Ling Huchong in the back. Fortunately, the assassination attempt failed when a hail of arrows suddenly descended on them from the cliff. This surprise attack prevented Yue Buquan from carrying out his plan. Ling Huchong, unaware of Yue Buquan's malicious intent, decided to climb alone, while he instructed Yue Buquan to escape and return to Huashan. The film then features a flashback scene that reveals the truth about Yue Buquan. It turns out he had been captured by Dongfang Bubai's men and had declared his loyalty to Dongfang Bubai, the Invincible East. At the Sun Moon Cold headquarters, 3 of Dongfang Bubai's men were injured by Ling Huchong's attack in the forest. They were given a demon pill to recover, and their injuries healed instantly. Dongfang Bubai also ordered Yue Buquan to take the demon pill. However, Yue Buquan secretly crushed the pill and pretended to have taken it. Afterward, Dongfang Bubai officially inducted him into the Sun Moon cult and tasked him with destroying the Five Mountains Sect alliance. Without hesitation, Yue Buquan agreed to carry out the task in order to obtain the Sunflower Manual. Meanwhile, Ling Huchong, who had successfully climbed the cliff, headed straight for the Invincible East.
我早已经习惯了。 那活着的意义是什么？
Sensing someone approaching, Dongfang Bubai immediately attacked. Ling Huchong swiftly dodged and turned around. However, he suddenly stopped his attack after realizing that it was Dongfang Bubai, a girl he had just knew. Dongfang Bubai was also shocked to learn that it was Ling Huchong. Ling Huchong asked Dongfang Bubai what she was doing at the Invincible East's place. Dongfang Bubai cleverly claimed that he had come there only to steal wine. Ling Huchong believed her and intended to leave to rescue his comrades. Dongfang Bubai held him back, saying it was too late to leave. He suggested that Ling Huchong stay with him. Ling Huchong finally agreed. They spent time together on the rooftop, enjoying the beautiful night and drinking wine. During their conversation, Ling Huchong invited Dongfang Bubai to come with him to Mount Huashan after freeing his friends, promising a quiet life away from the hustle and bustle of the martial arts world. Dongfang Bubai accepted. After some discussion, Dongfang Bubai decided to help Ling Huchong rescue his friends. They devised a plan. Dongfang Bubai would pretend to capture Ling Huchong in order to gain entry to the Sun Moon Cult prison. With this plan, Ling Huchong successfully entered and met his friends inside the prison, including Yue Lingshan. With Dongfang Bubai's help, Ling Huchong managed to break them out of the cell. With this plan, Ling Huchong successfully entered and met his comrades inside the prison. Yue Lingshan and the others were overjoyed to see Ling Huchong. They explained that they had been tortured by Dongfang Bubai's men in this prison because they refused to take a poison pill. Ling Huchong explained that he had pretended to be captured to free them. They then devised a strategy to deceive the guards. Ling Huchong easily defeated the guards and escaped from the prison. Outside, Ling Huchong found his sword and a bottle of wine. Dongfang Bubai watched them from a distance. As they were about to leave, they were intercepted by Xing Wentian, a warrior who turned out to be a relative of Feng Qingyang. He had come with the intention of rescuing Ren Wuxing. With Ling Huchong's help, Feng Qingyang managed to find her father and quickly removed the seal that bound him.
你们来营救任教主。哎，先离开黑木崖。
知道今夜日月神教有几？
恐怕还不知道你们。
大师兄，你要管我韩丝，我们就一起去管。对了，
别胡。凭你我肉体。 是你爷爷！救人！后主关键奇穴。
The newly freed Ren Wuxing immediately vented his anger by easily incapacitating and mercilessly killing all the Sun Moon Cult's men, including the mute Tan Wu Yu, Chen Wu Ying, and the blind Qi Wu Ming, 3 heretical warriors who had once opposed Ling Huchong. Ling Huchong was shocked by Ren Wuxing's ruthless slaughter. After surviving, Ren Wuxing invited Ling Huchong to join the Sun Moon Cult, helping him defeat the Invincible East with promises of wealth and power. However, Ling Huchong firmly refused and chose to leave. Ren Wuxing prevented him and forced him to join by threatening to destroy the Huashan Sect. However, Ling Huchong remained undeterred, stating that the Huashan Sect was not so easily destroyed. He still refused the invitation and quickly left. Before leaving, Ren Ying thanked him for his help and apologized for having gotten him involved so far. Ling Huchong ignored the matter and quickly excused himself. Ling Huchong continued his journey back to Huashan Reflection Cliff. Upon arriving at a village, he saw someone resembling Yue Bukun. He followed the person into a hut. There, he was shocked to discover that Yue Bukun had imprisoned the leaders of the 5 Mountains Sect Alliance inside the hut. Yue Bukun's true treachery was revealed. Yue Bukun continued to deny it, lying that he had joined the group so he could approach and kill the Invincible East at the right moment. However, Ling Huchong no longer believed Yue Bukun's words. While Ling Huchong was off guard, Yue Bukun cunningly stabbed Ling Huchong through the heart. Ling Huchong lay helpless. At the same time, Dongfang Bubai appeared and killed Yue Buquen by beheading him. She immediately took the dying Ling Huchong to an abandoned house and treated him there. After recovering, Ling Huchong thanked Xiao. After everything they had been through together, Dongfang Bubai's help, sacrifices, and protection, their love grew and blossomed. Finally, the two of them fell in love in the abandoned house, spending a warm night together. When morning came, Dongfang Bubai noticed her facial skin had begun to change and become scabby, a side effect of the sunflower manual. She needed fresh blood to heal her skin. Unbeknownst to Ling Huchong, Dongfang Bubai had immediately left him while he was still asleep, not wanting to show his loved ones her poor condition. Upon waking, Ling Huchong realized Dongfang Bubai was gone. He immediately searched for her and came upon a strange village. All the villagers were gathered around an altar, worshipping someone. Ling Huchong went to investigate and was shocked to find Dongfang Bubai standing on the altar being worshipped by the villagers. He began to suspect that Dongfang Bubai was the Invincible East he had been searching for. Shortly afterward, Dongfang Bubai's men captured the Blue Phoenix to use as a sacrifice. In front of Ling Huchong, who was watching from a distance, Dongfang Bubai killed the Blue Phoenix and drank its blood. Instantly, Dongfang Bubai's complexion returned to its original smoothness. Ling Huchong was finally convinced that Dongfang Bubai was the Invincible East he had been searching for. He felt betrayed and disappointed. Ling Huchong confronted Dongfang Bubai and asked her about everything he had seen. Dongfang Bubai could no longer deny it and confessed everything, that she was the leader of the Sun-Moon cult, the Invincible East. Hearing this confession, Ling Huchong felt betrayed. He never wanted to see Dongfang Bubai again and immediately left, disappointed and angry. On the way, Ling Huchong encountered a horrific scene. All his fellow disciples from the Huashan Sect had been killed. Only Yue Lingshan, his junior apprentice sister, remained alive, though blind in both eyes. Yue Lingshan blamed Ling Huchong for everything that had happened. She claimed that the Invincible East was seeking revenge on the Huashan Sect because Ling Huchong had severed ties with him. Ling Huchong admitted his wrongdoings and was ready to take responsibility. He decided to avenge the Huashan Sect by joining forces with Ren Wo-sing to kill the Invincible East.
血海深仇，
爹，
别急，令狐冲，
算我一个。
Ling Huchong joins forces with Ren Wo-sing to defeat Dongfang Bubai. A massive battle ensues at Dark Forest Cliff.
Be 必须有一个了。
和其他人一起
不在乎那些情谊， 就会留。
真我行，这全天下最美。
咱们恩断义
小心！
无耻小人！的确难搞，你只管使出全力打他。你。
当真是狠了心，招招要我没有，你信我吗？
你就是。
是否格少了？
我的心。
你的心去，你为什么要吃？
一寸相思有多短。
In a dramatic duel, Ling Huchong stabs Dongfang Bubai, but he doesn't feel the presence of a heart in his chest. It is revealed that Dongfang Bubai gave her own heart to Ling Huchong when she was near death from Yue Buquan's stab. Dongfang Bubai has been surviving by consuming demon pills. Ren Wuxing uses the star absorption technique and pushes Dongfang Bubai into the abyss. Ling Huchong jumps in to save her, but it's too late. After Dongfang Bubai's death, Ren Wuxing returns to lead the Sun Moon Sect. However, Yue Lingshan learns a shocking truth. It wasn't Dongfang Bubai who slaughtered the Huashan disciples, but Ren Wuxing himself. A plot to make Ling Huchong hate Dongfang Bubai and join forces against him. Ling Huchong realizes his mistake too late. He can only regret killing the person who truly loved him. The film concludes with Ling Huchong and Yue Lingshan leaving the scene. While a figure in a red robe appears in the distance, hinting at the possibility that Dongfang Bubai is still alive. The Invincible Swordsman presents a tragic love story amidst the intrigues of the martial arts world. Dongfang Bubai's sacrifice of her own heart proves that true love can change everything. Unfortunately, Ling Huchong realizes the truth too late when his loved one has already fallen into the abyss. The red-robed figure at the end of the story offers a glimmer of hope. Could Dongfang Bubai still be alive? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this film summary and want to see more reviews of Kung Fu, Wuxia, and other interesting films, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Comment below, what other Kung Fu films would you like to see reviewed? Share with your friends who love action and wuxia films. Your support means a lot to this channel. By subscribing, you help us continue to bring you exciting content about the best films from various genres. See you in the next video. Don't miss another exciting adventure.